Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NFL Gridiron Insider, your go-to source for all things pro football, with that extra spotlight on the storied franchises from the East Coast, the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots. Folks, have you ever wondered what separates a good team from a championship contender in the heat of December? It's discipline, the kind that keeps emotions in check when the stakes are sky high. And right now, as we sit here on December 20th, with the playoff picture crystallizing, the New England Patriots are learning that lesson the hard way after a gut-wrenching moment in their Week 15 thriller against the Buffalo Bills. A dumb decision, as one key player called it, cost them momentum and ultimately the game. But hey, that's the NFL, full of highs, lows, and teachable moments that define seasons. Let's break it down. In that electric showdown at Gillette Stadium, the Patriots, holding an impressive 11-3 record and leading the AFC East, jumped out to a blazing 21-0 start against their divisional rivals, the Buffalo Bills. Young quarterback Drake, Maye was slinging it with poise, and the run game looked explosive. But in the third quarter, with about 3:41 left on the clock, running back Ramondre Stevenson took a screen pass from Maye, rumbled for a huge 16-yard gain, putting New England in prime position around midfield. What should have been a momentum builder turned sideways when Bills linebacker Matt Milano delivered a late hit as Stevenson stepped out of bounds. Tempers flared. Stevenson retaliated by shoving Milano right in the helmet. Flags flew for unnecessary roughness on both, offsetting the penalties, but the drive stalled. The Patriots punted, and soon after, Maye threw a pick-six that flipped the script. Buffalo stormed back for a 35-31 victory, tightening the AFC East race and dropping the Pats to 11-3, with the Bills hot on their heels at 10-4. Now the fallout? The NFL slapped Stevenson with a $12,172 fine for that unnecessary roughness, his dumb decision. In his own words, Milano, no fine. Stevenson owned it post-game, saying, "That was a dumb decision by me ultimately. I can't get any personal fouls. I was lucky at offset. That could have been a big part of the game. I just got to be disciplined and not do things like that." Credit to him for the accountability. That's the mark of a veteran. Head coach Mike Vrabel didn't mince words either. "That's a bad decision. That's what I told them in the moment. We made a bad decision." Vrabel, the former linebacker who's brought that tough, no-nonsense vibe from his playing days and Titans tenure, knows these lapses can derail playoff runs. Diving deeper into the analysis, Stevenson's a powerhouse when he's on. In that Bills game, he rushed 6 times for 50 yards, averaging a crisp 8.3 yards per carry, and snagged 3 catches for 27 more. But this season, the fifth-year back out of Oklahoma has been solid, if not spectacular. 107 carries for 374 yards and 3 touchdowns, averaging 3.5 yards a pop. He's overcome early fumble issues. Remember, ball security was a headache last year, and he's flashing that physical, visionary style again, breaking tackles and short yardage and exploding into open field as a receiver out of the backfield. Pair him with emerging rookie Travion Henderson, who's stealing some carries with big playability, and the Pats' ground attack is key to supporting Drake Maye. Maye, the second-year QB, has been a revelation, throwing for over 2,200 yards with 15 TDs, using his legs for scrambles, and showing that clean pocket poise that ranks him among the top young arms. A strong run game sets up play action, keeps defenses honest, and protects Maye as he grows. Historically, this hits home for Patriots fans. Think back to the Dynasty era, Tom Brady's 6 rings, those epic comebacks like the 28-3 Super Bowl 51 miracle. Discipline was the hallmark under Bill Belichick. No penalties, no mental errors. Legends like Vince Wilfork clogging the middle or Matthew Judon rushing the edge embodied that grit. Now, under Vrabel, they're rebuilding that identity, dominating rivals like the Jets, Dolphins, and yes, the Bills most years. But losses like this sting, especially in the AFC East dogfight. Compared to the Eagles side, Philly's at around 9-5, leading the NFC East, battling the Cowboys, Giants, and Commanders. Jalen Hurts mirroring Maye's dual-threat style, Saquon Barkley pounding like a modern Reggie White-era runner. And that defense with Darius Slay locking down corners. The Eagles' rowdy Lincoln Financial Field crowds remind me of Gillette's loyal New England supporters braving the cold. And trivia alert, these teams have Super Bowl history. Pats edged Philly and XXXX back in '05, but the Birds got revenge in II with Nick Foles' heroics and the Philly special, that bold trick play for the ages. Statistically, the Pats ranked top 10 in several defensive categories. Bend but don't break like those old units. Offensively, they're averaging solid points, but penalties, 7 accepted in that Bills game costing 75 yards, can't happen with playoffs looming. Stevenson's fine is a reminder. In a league where margins are razor thin, one shove can swing a drive, a game, a season. Experts like me see this as a growth moment. Fictional quote from a Pats insider. Ramondra's our bell cow, he's physical, that's his game. But Vrabel's preaching, do your job. And this was a slip. He'll bounce back. He's too talented not to. Or imagine a fan in Foxborough. Man, that hurt watching the lead slip away. But Stevenson's owned it. Maye's maturing. We're still atop the East. On to Baltimore. Predictions time. This fine and loss light a fire. The Pats head to Baltimore for a huge Sunday nighter, win there, and they tighten their grip on the division, maybe even clinch a playoff spot early. Stevenson's health and discipline are pivotal. A consistent ground game could carry them deep, echoing the Eagles' balanced attack that's got them eyeing another NFC run. Implications? For New England, bounce back strong, and they're seated high in the AFC, potential Super Bowl contenders reviving that dynasty whisper. Slip up, and the Bills overtake. Playoff football demands composure. Stevenson's learning curve could be the difference. But wait, there's more to love about this sport. Ties to pop culture? Think movies like Invincible capturing that Eagles underdog spirit, or the Pats' Deflategate saga turning into endless memes. Current events? With holidays around the corner, these games are family traditions, grabbing wings, cheering loud. For Eagles fans, your birds are soaring. Keep pounding that rock with Barkley. As we close out, folks, discipline wins championships. Stevenson's mistake? A bump in the road for a resilient Patriots squad hungry to return to glory. Tune in this weekend. Patriots-Ravens is must-watch, and Philly's got action too. Stay passionate, root hard, and remember, in the NFL, it's not how you fall, it's how you get up. What's your take on Stevenson's fire? Asset or liability? Drop it in the comments. Until next time, keep grinding. This is NFL Gridiron Insider. Go Pats, fly Eagles fly.